My name is Clark Edwards, and I am a man of action. On a cold April day in 1861, I was up on my roof in Bethel when a neighbor came by and shouted to me that rebels had fired on Fort Sumter. For years I had followed the complaints and demands of Southern states, but breaking up the Union was too much. Right there, I resolved to do my part. So at age 37, I decided to raise a company of men and fight for the Union. The farm boys at Bethel were eager to join up. Parades and speeches stirred their passions. $13 a month pay and a fear of missing out on adventure hooked them, but becoming real soldiers was hard. We first trained in Bethel, then South Portland, but we learned our lessons at battles like Bull Run, Crampton's Gap, and Salem Church. By Gettysburg, we were seasoned soldiers. I rose from captain of the Bethel Company to colonel of the whole regiment. In the fall of 1863, General Meade was anxious to follow up on his victory at Gettysburg. That November 7th, the old Fifth Maine Regiment had its finest hour. Two entire corps, 26,000 strong, marched through the open country of Virginia to find the enemy. It was a glorious sight. We marched quickly and without resistance to a railroad stop called Rappahannock Station. Here we found earthworks where the enemy was dug in, with the Rappahannock River behind. We could see thousands of muskets flash in the sun, and cannons ready to do their dirty work. The generals hesitated, but after several hours our cannons began to pummel the fort. Late in the afternoon, a single regiment, the 6th Maine, with 3 other regiments following behind, was sent in to pierce the lines. Just a single regiment of a few hundred when tens of thousands of troops were available. But it worked. When it was close to dark, we were ordered to support the 6th Maine. With bayonets at the ready, we ran to the earthworks and surprised the rebels. Though they fired a volley from their muskets, we were soon upon them. Some fought bravely, many surrendered, and others ran to escape. Union and rebel soldiers were all mixed up. I went forward with a squad of men to round up prisoners when I went a bit too far. I came across a body of men, a very large body of men still armed. Putting on a bold face, I demanded to see the commanding officer. Then I demanded a surrender. After the officer hesitated, I told him not a moment would I allow. For effect, I told him that his retreat was cut off. I then motioned to the silhouettes of soldiers in the distance, and the loudest voice I could muster shouted, "Forward, 5th Maine and 121st New York." With that, the officer quickly surrendered. We captured hundreds of soldiers and dozens of swords of his officers. In the end, the Union attack on the rebels at Rappahannock captured most of 8 Confederate regiments, some 2,000 men. The 5th Maine captured the flags of 4 Confederate regiments. After the battle, we presented the flags to General Meade, but we kept the staffs as trophies of war. You can still see the flag staffs in the 5th Maine Regimental Hall.